We are at Jurong East Stadium for this Monday night kickoff in the Singapore Premier League. Albirex Niigata are hosting Geylang International. This is the last of our 4 fixtures on match week 8. Earlier we saw Hougang United defeat Young Lions. Yet again, BG Tampines Rovers edging out Tanjong Pagar United. And a big win, surprise, surprise, for Lion City Sailors against Ballister Khalsa. How does that leave things in the table? Well, Lion City Sailors are running away with things at the moment. They lead by 7 points against second-placed BG Tampines Rovers. Albirex, our match tonight here, are in 3rd place. A win would put them within a point of 2nd. And of course, we're looking at their opposition, only 3 points behind them. So a chance here to draw level, at least on points, for Geylang International. Now let's hear from the 2 head coaches, their pre-match thoughts starting. Coaches, their pre-match thoughts starting with Keiji Shigatomi.
At home once again against Geylang and a big 3 points up for grabs. Talk us through a week in preparation.
Yeah, playing at home is a big motivation for us, and we've had a good preparation period, and my boys have been very focused in training. So we wanna show our football in front of our supporters.
Albirex often rely on collective moments rather than individuals. What does playing the Albirex way mean for you in this match?
Yeah, our pressing from the front, quick transitions when we lose the ball, and everyone works together to protect our goals and score goal. I think that sense of unity is what represents us.
And things have gotten against Noor Ali's side before, but you've always come up on top. What's the secret to cracking a side like his?
I think every match is different, and we expect another tough game this time. So what focus on is not changing our own standards. So it's important to maintain discipline and keep working as a team for 90 minutes.
Hi Noor Ali, a winless start to the year so far. Have you figured out what isn't working?
I mean, definitely, man. I think I would say based on the 2 performances, I'm not disappointed the way the boys have showed up. I think it's more of expectations what we have done last season. I think the hardest part for us now is scoring goals. So I think that was the key point for us in the first 2 games against LCS and Tampines. So that is something that we work on. But again, you have to go out and approach the game positively, attackingly, because you cannot be defending 90 minutes. You need to get the goal, and the team will grow in confidence. Yeah.
And matches against Albirex so far this season have been memorable. Maybe not in the way that you'd like. 2 matches, 2 red cards and 2 losses. Perhaps 3rd time's the charm. How are you going to change the tide this time around?
I mean, we know Albirex. They are a very high pressing team, very aggressive. They are very direct in terms of their attack. And there are some very good players in terms of Nakano, who now is the leading top scorer in the league. So I think it's interesting with this Albirex team. Young, they're willing to work hard. I think we lost to them 2 games. In the cup once and in the league, which we were down with 10 men, and that is something that we don't want to happen tonight. And like I say, we're just gonna move forward. Think positively of what we have done well, and then and hope the boys go out there and then start working back to basics, get everything right again, and hopefully we get the points. Yeah.
And you've mentioned Nakano, but also looking at how they've played against you guys before, what are the areas that you'll be looking to exploit to move yourself forward?
I mean, you got to win the second ball against Albirex. They're very good with the second balls. They're very good with their direct play, counter attacks. And I think speed was one of key in their team. With people like Nakano, Haziq, the number 10, number 11. These are very good fast players right now. And I think the system that they play suits them very well. And that is something that we got to counter tonight, you know, and manage this. You know, I think if we can win the second ball, move the ball a bit quicker into attack, I think we have a fair chance. Yeah.
Nice to hear the thoughts there of both coaches ahead of this match. One in which there's an opportunity to either consolidate third place or just get a little bit closer to it in the case of Geylang International. With me here in the commentary position is Hide Kamis. Hide, is it almost surprising for you that Geylang actually only 3 points behind Albirex Niigata, albeit with a game more?
Yeah, I do think that Geylang International, over the last at least 3 games, they have been really putting out underwhelming performances.
Right.
Especially standout players who were fantastic last season. This season, they haven't been really putting out the performance that they should to bring Geylang International up. But like you said, they are not that far off. They still have a good chance of putting themselves in a better position, closing in within a point of Albirex Niigata if they win tonight's game. And let's hope things change a little bit in terms of their performances, in terms of individual performances that especially Bezakor or Rya Taniguchi, who's I think hasn't been, you know, producing the good as much, and hopefully that will change tonight.
Our match officials are Zulfika Mustafa, and he's assisted by J. Ashok Raj and Tan King Mai. Tawfiq Ahmad is our 4th official. Today, VAR presided over by Jansen Fu, assisted by Lim Kok Heng. And given the history of this fixture, at least in the last 2, we know that they might be busy. We'll talk about why they might be busy later on VAR. But first, let's talk about the lineups there. We can see the players from Albirex Niigata. And of course, last week, or last match, they thrashed Balisa Khalsa, albeit after the sending off of their captain, Madu Mohana. Interesting to note that Takehiro Koga comes into goal for the first time in the SPL since 2022. Hassan Sani is unwell with a fever. Dylan Pereira will be deputizing on the bench. And Takumi Yokohata also misses out. He has a family issue. He's gone back to Japan. Not sure when he will return. So Hazik Kamarudin, who was dropped for the first time this season in the last match, will regain his starting place. Abdul Rasak, who replaced him there, will be starting again today. For Geylang International, they had that disappointing defeat to BG Tampines Rovers. Also a change in goalkeepers today. Rudy Karula comes back between the sticks. Yu Kanoshima returns to the bench. And we can also tell you that Ikram Rifki is coming in, as is Shodai Yokoyama, Shanan Sulaiman, and Jumbo Oshino. Shuhei Oshino are on the bench. Apparently he's got food poisoning, may or may not feature tonight, we shall see. Apparently he's had trouble keeping his food in, and we wish him and all the others who are going through some strife at the moment all the best, but not ideal, I guess, for Noor Ali at the moment.
Yeah, I think if you look at the results, the performance, the last few games, he needs something, he needs a spark from his team, and you would expect somebody like Vincent Bezakor or Rya Taniguchi to really be the one spearheading the attack tonight rather than anyone else. It could be a situation where they play 3 at the back with Ikram Rifki and also Nazrul Nazari as a wing back, providing the width with Taniguchi and Fukashiro playing up front. A bit of craft in Taniguchi and a bit more directness and pace in Fukashiro. So that's the permutation that we can think about at this point of time. But let's see when the game starts.
I mean, on paper, we could be in for quite an entertaining match, because both these sides like to play their football, don't they? Yeah. Like to try and be progressive, like to play on the front foot.
Yeah, I think if we do get into a situation where somebody gets red carded from Geylang International, it will be a different situation. But I agree with what you said. We are in for really entertaining game in terms of quality, in terms of intensity, and also the level of performance that they actually can produce.
So just to back reference there what Hide was talking about, the last 2 times these sides met, Geylang International suffered a red card in each, and that red card was shown both times to Shake Hamza, who is playing today. So I'm sure coaches look at that sort of thing, right?
Yeah,
And they'll be having a word. If you were coaching, you'd probably be having a like,
Yeah.
don't do it this time. Don't make it a hat trick.
If I were Albirex, I'll be telling my players,
I would go after him. Yeah.
get on him. You know,
Okay.
he will react, and he likes to react.
Yeah, we shall see. Oh, that pans out. Joshua Pereira trying to clear the ball. Hoofed up towards Abdul Razak, who's wearing a mask. Didn't have that last time we saw him. He's crowded out. And Ignatovic puts it out of play.
Well, it does look like Geylang International is playing with that 3 from at the back, or with another Nazari and Ikram as a wing back. Bezakor, however, is playing behind Taniguchi with Riku. So it's a similar formation, similar setup to Albirex Niigata. So I think both teams are going to cancel each other out.
That's quite fluid,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
That kind of formation. As it goes all the way back. Kim Tae-yuk has been a rock at the back for Albirex. There's a ball in that channel towards Hazik. It's put out of play by Katsuki Ishibashi. Looking to try and clear their lines at the moment. There's a foul there by Said Firdaus.
Miscontrol by number 15, and while trying to get the ball back, just put his starts on the knee of Taniguchi.
He seems to have tied down that position in the 3-man defense side for Firdaus for now.
Yeah, I think it's a tricky situation for Said Firdaus. Playing in a midfield with this formation in the center is a huge task. It's difficult, and you need to be physically strong, you need to be technically good enough, and of course tactically really of a good level to understand where you need to be. And I think Shigetomi would prefer him in this position with its qualities.
Taniguchi was trying to chase. Clearance doesn't go particularly far. As kind of gets it away before Bezakor can get there. He seems to have settled in quite nicely, Zulkarnain, Suleiman.
Yeah, I think he needs it as well. I think together with his teammate, the one playing right in front of him, Razak, both players need games.
There he is now, Abdul Razak. Looking to dig that across up to Hazik, who's now on the ball. Back to Said Firdaus, always very comfortable on the ball. That's the Albirex way. Koga, the ball over the top. It can't be easy to be a goalkeeper, the second choice keeper, and to spend, well, years.
Since 2022.
That's a long time to not get first team action, to be a patient goalkeeper.
His only 25, 26.
Right.
Yeah, 25, 26. So he has...
He's in the prime of his career.
So he should be playing, so which is... it's kind of perplexed as well, why he hasn't seeked a move, knowing that Hassan is still going to be around.
Well, he's finally got his chance.
He's not bad of a goalkeeper.
Well, we know the number 2s at Albirex tend to stick around for years. His predecessor also did that for a long, long time. Hasek makes the run. That's put out of play by Ishibashi, who's playing in a more withdrawn role today, it would appear. Normally a bit further up the pitch. Shaki Hamza, excuse me. Ignatovic. Nazarul not really strong enough there against Zulkainen. Oh, he's done well here. Zulkainen just trying to cross it in for Shingo Nakano. He was superb in that match against Banisa Kalsa. Oh, that was a good touch on by Fukushiro, who is brought down unceremoniously by Cypher Dowse, who perhaps had a warning earlier, I guess, for the challenge, and now goes into the book.
Too early for him or anyone to get cautioned. Still just 5-6 minutes into the game.
I don't think he can have any complaints. That's a yellow card, isn't it?
Yeah, he was absolutely late to the party there.
Can't really say too much about that one, surely.
Now, if I were Fukushiro, who's playing on that side,
go after him.
Again, I'll go after him, and it suits Fukushiro as well. He likes to take on players.
That's true. There's Yokoyama. Now Ogawa. First time they're trying to get through. Fukushiro feels he was brought down. It was probably outside the box. But they were just trying to thread that through to him.
Both of them were in that same area, so the area was overloaded with 3 attacking players, which is why it's a bit more difficult to defend for Albirex Niigata. There wasn't much protest as well from Geylang International.
There wasn't. Well, these early stages, Albirex have seen plenty of the ball. Cho and Su. Fukushiro is a live wire. You cannot take your eyes off him.
Interesting to see now how they are building up. Look at it again. I think he tripped.
Yeah.
Much more than being tripped.
What about for the Geylang goalkeeper conundrum? Ruri Haula covering back in for Yu Kanoshima. I suppose you want to keep some healthy competition going on.
Yeah, I think again they are trying to keep also within the rules, having 4 local players starting and continually playing. At this point, they have 5 in the starting lineup.
Skoga. Now Yoshioka. Fukushiro just squares it. It's a lovely ball for Vincent Besko. Taniguchi! Well, I thought he might be winding up for the shot. He's dispossessed.
But I don't think that pass was good enough in the sense where the direction wasn't so much in favor of Taniguchi for him to take that shot either first time or with his second touch. But he still had to put it back to his left foot because the pressure was coming from his right. And I don't think there was anything in it.
No, but that's 2 balls through already. That just caused a few little flutters at the back for Albirex.
They don't have that pace up front.
No.
Geylang International, except for Fukushiro, but he doesn't play at the line.
Yeah.
You know, at that line, he goes a bit deeper.
They are just checking to make sure there's nothing else, but it didn't seem to indicate whether that was a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. We will have confirmation shortly about that. This would be something if there's any kind of question, but I don't think it didn't look like it.
Nah, again, you have to put your challenge in. You have to put the frame of your body in to even try to win the ball. And if you don't do that, you can't win it. He didn't do it illegally.
Here we go.
Let's just look at it again.
I don't know, you know, he didn't get the ball, but was there enough to bring down Taniguchi? It looked, was it shoulder to shoulder?
Yeah. It's to me, it's legitimate enough for him not to get a foul.
Right.
Or even being considered as a dog soul.
Wow, these are nervy moments, and applause there from Choi Eun-soo would indicate no red card is going to be given, but he must have felt for a little while, why is this taking so long? Well, from a neutral point of view, it would have absolutely
killed the game.
Killed this game, but, you know, of course you have to apply the letter of the law, and this is another view of it. It does look like shoulder to shoulder there, to be fair.
He's just stronger, that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing much in there to even... I don't think he blew for the foul even, right? So he must have thought that there's nothing wrong with that.
Meanwhile, there's a free kick in what could be a quite dangerous area here now. Vincent Besko. That's away by Shingo Nakano. Nazrul Nazari sends it back in. It's too close to the keeper. Oh, Koga decided to punch when catching would have been easier, and I think a little bit rusty.
Yeah.
From the keeper.
Oh, he still does play in the SPL too. That's
true.
For sure. But of course, it's not
lovely
the same
work. There from Taniguchi, Fukushiro. They're passing the ball really nicely in and around the box, and the shot is deflected away by Yokoyama. It's going to be a corner.
If you look at this, the replay here, there's a wall of orange players surrounding this 2 or 3 Geylang international players. So this is a situation where it's difficult unless Geylang puts in more numbers up front.
Well, Geylang have been putting the pressure on for a while now. Good little period for them.
And the difference is they are in the penalty box.
Yeah, that's true.
They have gotten corner kicks and they have tried their way from the shots from long distances.
Fukushiro. Now Taniguchi. Hasek just trying to make a... Rasak trying to make a nuisance of himself. 60% of the ball, Albirex Niigata. But perhaps Geylang looking the more threatening of the two at the moment. So back to Kim. Free kick here for Geylang International. Fukushiro's wanting that ball, but at the moment it's stuck in that midfield. Ogawa. Oh, there he is now! Not quite the touch he wanted, but again, tricky ball.
The first touch wasn't that fantastic. He knew exactly right after he took that touch. The goalkeeper was on rushing Koga. He was there just to pick up. It's too hard.
Unless he tries to scorpion it in.
Yeah.
That's quite trendy these days, I hear.
But you can kind of sense who Geylang International is attacking at their back three.
Yeah.
Yeah. Balls over the top on that side is going through. Combination plays is going through as well on that side.
Yeah, they are clearly looking at that as a strategy. Ignatovic up against Abdul Razak. Oh, look at that. Wonderful from Ozawa. Here's Yoshioka. Did he get a bit of a boot there on Ignatovic, who's staying down? Referee is going to stop play. Do you think there was much in that?
Nah. No, not at all. He just didn't win the ball at all.
And then decided to stay down?
Yeah.
Very little sympathy here from my co-commentator. He's clutching his wrist. Let's have another look at this.
There wasn't any touch.
Contact.
Yeah, there wasn't any touch at all. I saw that first time round.
Yeah. Maybe it was how he tried to break his fall.
If my centre back drops
like that, you'd have a problem with that.
I'll be thinking maybe I signed the wrong player.
So who'll be the happy of the two coaches that we're seeing right now?
I don't think both would be too happy with their performances.
Okay.
Again, like
so break it down per team for Albirex.
Albirex, they've gotten a lot of possession, but they have not been in the penalty box to really test the goalkeeper in Rudy. They haven't gotten their combination play right.
Yeah.
They haven't gotten any balls behind the three players at the back with Ignatovic, Joshua Pereira, and also Shaki Hamza. They haven't gotten a save out of Rudy Karula as well.
Yeah.
So their possession is pretty much just possession, nothing more, no penetration, nothing. But for Geylang International, they have been in the box. I think it's also a bit of adaptation because they haven't played this formation before. Right? So the way they defend is going to be different as well. Let's talk about it a bit later.
As they come forward here, Albirex Niigata. There's Yoshioka. Now Cho and Su. Well left there by Josh Pereira. Tell me something here from a coaching perspective. Is Josh Pereira the kind of dream player that you want because he is very comfortable in 3-4 positions, or do you want absolute masters or specialists in their role?
If you need to have one player or two players in a squad to be able to play in that multiple roles that you need, a bit more versatile, a bit more flexible, but still give a decent level of quality.
Which is what someone like Josh Pereira does?
Josh Pereira would do. And then I think off the pitch, I mean, he's a person who's very relaxed. His personality is very relaxed. And but then again, when he's on the pitch, he becomes a totally different person.
Right.
Yeah, so that's another plus point for him.
That's good. So we'll come back to that as they come forward here. Oh, best score can't quite get there. That's sent into the area. So that kind of combo for you is good as a captain.
Yeah.
Good off the pitch and a real warrior on it.
Yeah, and he's smart.
Yeah.
And the fact that he can play multiple positions shows how smart he is tactically. So he understands things really well, and he can relate to his teammates on the pitch, which is why he's also the captain.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. It was a bit of a tame shot there from Kaisei Ogawa. Ishibashi trying to put a ball through, and Ruri Kaurila saw the problem and dealt with it. Here's Hazic. It will be a corner.
It's also quite a few times that Albirex has played above Ikram Rifki, and that allowed Shaki Hamza to move out of his position to stop the cross from coming in, which leaves Joshua Pereira and Inatovic in the center to deal with those crosses. But we have so far, Shaki has done really well in terms of stopping those crosses, but it has happened quite a few times. Could be a situation for Noali to look at for the second half, or even make certain changes here during the first.
Ikram had left the game, hadn't he, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, he
And
did
then brought
leave
back.
the game for a while. Yeah, I think he went back to, if I really can't remember, but he came back to Balestier Khalsa. Well, he was on loan from Lions Sailors to Geylang International.
That's right.
Left to go to Balestier Khalsa.
Then left the game.
And then left the game. And then he came back here again.
Raihan Rahman's another one that comes to mind. Left the game for a bit, right?
Yeah,
Come back.
that's right.
Roya Taniguchi's dropped deep here. He's done very, very well. Ikram. I suppose today, if he's leading the line, we need the kind of performance that we've seen in those previous seasons from Taniguchi that made him one of the standout foreign players in the SPL, right? He's not quite lived up to that this season.
I think again, there's so many players within the Geylang ranks which I think hasn't really performed at the level where they should, or they had performed previously in previous seasons. And you need the number 9 and number 10 to really be on top form for them to score, because you need to replace Doy's goals.
Yeah, that's
difficult.
Absolutely right. Never easy to do something like that. I'm not sure what Pesco was trying to do there, but it rolls straight to Koga. So you feel Pesco as well is not really lived up to his...
In terms of work rate, he works really hard.
Yeah.
Right. I think that should be the bare minimum of any player. But you need more quality, and something that he has in abundance is just not being pushed out of him this season. Haven't had enough assists, enough goals to show for this season, and in terms of keeping the ball the way that Noali wants his team to always play, it's not giving the right type of passes.
Could just see that Fukushiro kind of gesturing at his teammates. Nasrul putting a bit of pressure on there.
When you're pressing in this formation, right, you have Taniguchi staying in the middle, so Kim Tae-yuk will be his direct opponent. But Choi Eun-soo and say Firdaus, the main role for Fukushiro and Bezekwa is to stop the pass being played to their central midfield.
Yeah.
So that leaves that two positions open. So you need to find the right time, the right intensity, the right distance before really picking up your press to stop the ball to be played forward.
Yeah, it's interesting that they've decided to go with a back three. That's not something you...
Yeah.
Or with this sort of formation anyway.
I don't think Nwali has ever played in a different formation. He's always played in a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. He's really into that setup, that formation. But this is something new for him, and something new for the players as well. It takes some time to get used to. But then, of course, it's safer because you have 5 players at the back when you are defending. I think we used to have that craze where everybody is pressing high, right? And we don't see it now. Look at Geylang now; they are back into their own half. Only, I mean, all players now are back into their own half. They are allowing Albirex to play.
And the tiki-taka style back in the day, the Barcelona way. Pressing that we used to see in maybe about a decade or so ago. Best court. Chase down. Some kind of fouling Nazrul Nazari, though I think there are plenty who would disagree with that.
Yeah, I think both of his hands were pushing Nazrul to the ground. I think the first 15 minutes flew by quite fast, but the next 15 has been uneventful.
Yeah, we've not really seen too much in terms of creation, invention, any opportunities. There's Josh Pereira. Shakir. Fushir also dropping. He's made a foul there.
A lot of these fouls are being committed after a poor touch. Zul, for instance, and this one.
Gotta be careful with that kind of thing. Now, free kick to be put in here by Albirex. Is there first. Referee, I think he said he felt there was a foul in there. Kim Tae-wook.
I thought it was a foul as well because he was pretty much climbing over Ignatovic.
I think that was a point being made. I think either keepers really had to make a big save.
Yeah, none yet.
Already called it to action. Yes, Zulkarnain. It's made by Pereira. Yes, Haziq. No one getting on the end of it. Straight to Rudy Khairullah.
Quite a poor cross from Haziq Kamarudin. Needed more quality in that cross for his teammates who are waiting for that in the center of the box.
Oh, that's fallen kindly now. Fukushiro. Numbers are coming. You see the run there. Vanson Besko. It's a great ball. He should finish this. No. He feels he was brought down. I thought he was slipping or lost his balance. That was a fantastic chance. What a great ball in. Ignatovic. Does he foul?
This I don't think it was a foul.
Yeah.
I don't think this one was a foul from Ignatovic. I think it was perfectly won. He climbed over Rasak without leaning forward. Let's look at it, chance.
What a ball this was.
He only had 2 touches. One to control it, one to finish it, but he had 3.
Yeah, he didn't need to do that. Could have taken the shot earlier.
Yeah. I think the first touch was the one that that killed him. The first touch would be better to space for him to look up, look at the goalkeeper, and then decide which way he wants to go.
To be clear, no question of a foul for you.
Nah. But then if I were him, I would still call for something.
Of course. VAR has cleared it, of course, and that might well be the best sort of opening.
Yeah.
We've seen. What a great ball in from Fukushiro.
I think for both sides, Bezakor getting the best chance for the half.
Scooped over there, Choi and Su. Very unorthodox way of progressing the ball, but Sukainen does do quite well there. But there's a number of times we've seen Hide that they can get behind the defense or put through balls in.
Yeah.
That Geylang International, I mean.
Yeah. It's just a situation where you need the perfect touch, right? And we haven't had that.
No. They are threatening. Here they come now, Yokoyama. He looks up at options. Ikram Rifki. Now Shaki Hamza. Josh Pereira. It's a bit of a heavy touch on to Ryo Taniguchi. Zukainen. Shoka almost dispossessed. Again, Yokoyama, ball over the top. Koga is alert to the task. I suppose we have to give him some credit as well. He came out, made himself as big as he could when Bezakor was bearing down.
Yeah. Again, for somebody who's not been competing at the highest level over, what, 3.5 years, you need him to be really at his top game today, which he has.
Hazic. Oh, it's a great ball into Hazic, by the way. Ikram Rifki just about gets it away from him. Side Firdaus. Now Yoshioka. Great ball. Hazic's a good ball in. Oh, it's an uncharacteristic poor shot. It wasn't even an air shot from Shingo Nakano.
You would
swung at it, right?
You would bank on him to score that 9 out of 10. But is the cross here from the right hand side?
Again, there's not a bad ball in from a lot of pace on that from Hazic.
2 good crosses within a minute from Hazic Kamarudin.
Is he someone for you that could force his way into the national squad for the Asian Cup?
No. I don't
Too
think
early?
I think he's a good SPL player, but I don't think he has it in him to make the cut, to go higher.
Shingo Nakano then with the best opening perhaps for Albirex Niigata here. Great work from Hazic Kamarudin. Oh, when you look at that.
Well, he had time, he has space. And again, Hazic Kamarudin just nicely.
That was a perfect ball from him, wasn't it?
Ball. He still could have taken a touch to his left foot because Ignatovic had already committed.
Chance here. They feel there should be an injury. Rudy Harila palms that away. They want the play to stop. there's a bit of irritation from Geylang about the situation. Remember, Taniguchi's clutching his ear. No one is duty-bound to put the ball out of play. It's the referee's discretion to call a stop to proceedings. Didn't really see what happened there.
You can hear Noali speaking to Ikram. The same thing that I think we mentioned earlier on. The ball's behind him. Yeah, so he was definitely asking Ikram not to get out of that position quick. Just stay first and hold your run and wait for things to happen. It's better to defend forward rather than be ahead of it, and then the ball goes behind and you have to turn and start defending again. And it has happened a few times.
Got exposed there. I think it was Kim Tae-hyuk who sort of fell on top of Ryo Taniguchi. Just needs a moment. Could be a bit of whiplash on the neck. It's been a constant Kim Tae-hyuk in that part of the defense. First Koreans to play for this club that will finally shed its Japanese roots. At the start of next season, they'll be known as Albirex Jurong, which will be the final step.
Yeah, it's good move forward as well. They have had a really good run with Albirex Niigata, really stabilized things in terms of building their community in Jurong, building their programs, their outreach programs as well.
Yeah, a very good model club, I must say, Albirex. About 8 minutes plus a bit of added time in this first half. Further up the pitch there. Smashed away by Koga. Ignatovic. Gets it down the line, but there's no teammate there on the end of it. There's Ogawa. Nasrul back to Ignatovic. Kim Tae-hyuk got enough of a foot on that. Thread the ball through. You can see what Taniguchi was trying to do. Nazrul Nazari is through here. He can't finish. It's a good save from Koga. That is another one-on-one for Geylang International. They haven't put away.
They have had quite a few big chances, at least two. And I think this one is definitely the biggest. He had the ball under control. Correct. Only had Koga to beat, but not calm enough. But again, credit to Koga. Made himself big.
Yeah.
Made it difficult for Nazrul Nazari.
3 attempts so far, just the one for Albirex. There's a free kick here for the home side, but what an opportunity again.
Well, I think this game is definitely needing some goals. True. Really poor back pass here. Azhar Nazari quick to pounce. Wanted to play to the near post, but Koga just getting himself in a situation where he can use his limbs to just stretch out and block that shot.
I'll tell you what, maybe giving his coach something to think about. Up the other end, there is a free kick for Albirex.
No one there. There's no one there to
attack that.
Yeah.
Yeah, strange that it made all its way to that part of the pitch.
That's the frustrating part. If I'm Shigetomi, I'll be, hey, just get in there.
Yeah. Wanted the ball quickly. Well, he's been very good so far. Koga getting rustiness out of his system. Good touch on from Ignatovic. Here's Yokoyama. Back to Rurikaula. Play their way out of defence. As we get to half-time, just looking at the kind of options both sides have, and it's nice to see that there are pretty decent benches both sides.
Again, both teams are just neutralizing one another in terms of direct positions, direct opponents. Both teams are now finding the solution how to beat each other's press.
Time to be added on, I'm sure. 1.5 minutes till we get to the 45. We had some VAR checks. We've had a stoppage there for Royo Taniguchi to be treated. Waiting to hear. It's going to be 5 added minutes for now. Taniguchi. Straight to Koga.
Routine catch for Koga. It really doesn't look like somebody who hasn't played since 2022.
Many a season where Harinuzam Jamat would be waiting for his opportunity.
And the difference there is the age, I feel.
Yeah.
Right?
He was at the other end of his
career. So he's okay being the number 2. He's old.
But he was there a long time, I remember.
Yeah.
And he was a Singapore keeper as well. He got capped, I remember.
Yeah.
Now, Choi Hun-soo. confirmation of those 5 minutes. Not a bad ball! The header was on target, but always difficult. It was kind of more of a cushioning header at the end from Shingo Nakano.
The first really clear attempt at goal for Albirex Niigata, coming in the way of Nakano's header. Again, look at that quality in the delivery, and look at that jump as well. Really good ball that he was on the run. It's under pressure as well. Just played it into quite difficult position, but Nakano just maneuvered his way back.
Yokoyama.
Was that a cross or was that a shot?
It looked like he was shaping up for a shot. He's not really had much to feed on right now in this first half. And really, he'll look back at that one great opportunity, not the header, the one before that, which 9 times out of 10 he would have at least got a shot away. But had he done that, you would have thought he'd have scored. Some of the Eagles fans enjoying themselves. Has it come in? Foul there by Hazik. Stick around for half-time. We'll have some highlights and analysis for you. Couple minutes left here in this first half. No goals as yet. A few more opportunities have popped up. There is Ogawa. Fukushiro, not the best ball in. Cho gets it away. Time for one more chance in this half. What do you want to see more of going in the second half? Where do you start? Is it?
Yeah, exactly. I think it started. I mean, the game started really decently well for both sides, and just died off after the 15-20th minute mark. Intensity not up there. Lacking in creativity in midfield. It's lacking of movement as well up in the attacking lines of both sides. I think we are going to struggle to even find some highlights to show during the half time.
Got a few of those one-on-ones, that's for sure. And the missed opportunity from Shingo Nakano, I feel, is there. Or was he looking to do something acrobatic there? Ryo Taniguchi.
Halftime whistle going right here.
So, as you had mentioned earlier, both teams have seemed to have cancelled each other out. Chances have come at a premium, but there have been a couple of decent ones. And they seem to leave their finishing boots at home today. Geylang certainly have been the brighter of the two in that department. But for now, here the halftime score at Jurong Stadium. It's Albirex Niigata 0, Geylang International 0. We'll be back shortly with highlights and analysis. Well, hello and welcome back to Jurong East Stadium. There are no goals so far here in this SPL match between Albirex Niigata and Geylang International. Not too much really to speak of in terms of the opportunities, but let's have a go at it here. We saw a couple of just balls through and they caused a few problems at the back.
Yeah, I think for both sides as well. This time around, it came above Firdaus, which I think they are going to be attacking regularly at this point of time. But Fukashiro just couldn't control it to a point where the second touch could have been a shot.
This was a fantastic ball for Fukashiro, and really you felt it was Besko who kind of made the mistake here.
Yeah, it wasn't that much of there was pressure, but I think you would expect it, especially when you are so close to the goal as well. The first touch was letting him down again. First time around was Fukashiro. This time it was Bezakor. Could be the first touch could be onto his left foot for him to take that short with the second touch before the pressure came.
A moment there when Abdul Razak was brought down. It took a while to kind of create anything of meaning here, but this was a fantastic chance, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think this is, for me, Nakano should have buried it with all the clinical finishing he has done for Albirex Niigata. The ball over the head of Ikram Rifki again was the one that created the issue. A whole lot of problems there. And a nice cross from Haziq Kamarudin, and Nakano just decided not to, like you said, bring his scoring boots.
And then we had this poor pass back, and Nazrul Nazari has to make a better effort of this, isn't he? But let's not take the credit away from Koga.
Yeah. Koga really made himself big, opened himself up, and went down at the right time, knew exactly and read and anticipated exactly where the shot is going to be by Nazrul Nazari. And this was to me, the biggest chance for the half for both sides.
Great save there from Koga. And then we had this wonderful cross from Cho Won-soo. And as you say, just put the ball in and see what happens, right?
We have seen it quite some time. Nakano can make something out of nothing. And it's a tough cross to deal with, but his standing jump was really high, and that allowed him to be ahead of everyone else, just not having enough in terms of direction to go put it past Rudy.
So these are the stats for you. So Albirex have seen a lot more of the ball, but it's Geylang who've created the more opportunities today.
More clear-cut opportunities from Geylang International. They didn't need to have that amount of possession for that to happen as well.
So we will return very shortly. Just to remind you, these are the fixtures coming up. It's going to be a very busy few days. 4 fixtures in a row. Friday sees Tanjung Pagar United versus Geylang International at Jurong East Stadium back here. On Saturday, we've got Balestier Khalsa versus BG Tampines Rovers. Young Lions will be hosting Lion City Sailors. It's the Jalan Besar derby, as it were. And on Monday, back here at Jurong East Stadium, Albirex Niigata versus Hougang United. So we'll take a short break and return with the second half of this match. Second half about to get underway here at Jurong East Stadium. No goals so far. We have got a change here. No changes for Albirex, but we have got one for Geylang International. They're taking off Ikram Rifki, who you were saying had a bit of a problem with the positioning. And they're going to bring on the Korean defender Kim Tae-ho.
Well, I think with this change, Kim Tae-ho is going to be playing as left centre-back, and Shaki Hamza will be moving to left wing-back. I think it's safer that way. He understands timing, understands position way better than Ikram Rifki. I think Ikram as well has been out of the game for quite some time. Has been playing quite regularly for the SPL2 side, but again, it's not the same as when you're playing in the SPL in terms of quality, in terms of intensity. So a change that I was expecting Noali to do for the second half. Still all smiles from Geylang International players during the huddle.
You were saying you just wanted a little bit more out of both these teams, didn't you?
Yeah, especially the attacking side, or rather the attacking lines of both sides. It's more important right now to understand that Rasak is not the same player and same quality as the number 10, Yokohata. So Yokohata is better in terms of moving into those pockets of space. But then again, the formation that Geylang has employed made it difficult for those central areas, that pockets, to be played into as well. So both teams are playing the same way in terms of setup, and both teams are finding it difficult finding through the central channels because of those setups. So they need to be smart now. They need to be quicker in terms of moving the ball. Well, if you think about what Noali said, if they can win the second ball, they can move the ball quicker, they stand a good chance to win. But then again, it's something that they haven't done in the second half, although they've had more high quality chances than Albirex Niigata.
Gone short here to play it out from the back. Here's Ignatovic. Can often run the risk here of getting caught up, but they seem to have gotten out of that one for now. Trying to recall if we saw that happen in the first half. I don't recall that from a goal kick.
It's man-to-man. When the goal kick happens and when they are trying to build up, it's always man-to-man, so it's always difficult, especially when you are already tucked in the corner here. There's only one place else to go, which is to punt it up. And you don't have Hoshino, who can hold the ball well. You have Tanaguchi, who's a different type of attacker. So you tend to run the risk of losing the ball at that side, and eventually you have to start defending then. Good work by Bezakor, being able to turn the number 16, throw in 2.
Foul there on Bezakor.
A lot of aerial duels there.
Yeah.
Before Fukashiro getting himself in an offside position. Oh, that's a small little space. Really tough to see whether they really caught him on offside.
Just that little bit of quality missing at the moment.
Yeah.
A little bit of X factor. There's Abdul Razak. There's Kim Tae-ho, who's come in for Ikram Rifki, the Korean. Of course, 7 foreigners allowed on the pitch this season. In case you've forgotten, we know that has happened already. Coming from K3 in Korea. 3rd tier of Korean football. Ignatovic trying to stop that from going out of play. Oh, lovely work down that left-hand side. Here's Fukashiro. Cuts inside, Fukashiro. The final delivery was lacking.
Wrong choice there from Fukashiro. Ogawa, or was it Yokohama, was at the edge of the penalty box waiting for a cutback. And from that side, favors Yokohama's left foot, if, let's say, the cutback came. Look at it again, a good turn from Fukashiro, using his pace and also the pace of the ball. Look at that, the guy outside there, Yokohama, was waiting for it. He was asking for the ball. And Fukashiro just decided, I want to go on my own and see what happens.
Here come Albirex Niigata now, looking to be maybe a bit more penetrative. Wasn't so much in evidence in that first half. It's a decent looking ball to Fukashiro. He's not the biggest of figures. Yokoyama. Oh, he's given the ball away. Just lost his concentration there. Abdul Razak on the ball now for Albirex.
Well, Bezico asked for it earlier, and then when he didn't get it, he moved away. get out of that zone to move to a different area, and that's exactly when Yokohama made that pass. Geylang fans enjoying themselves.
Yeah, the club was in the ascendancy, arguably, in that first half, but let's see how things pan out in the second. Zulkainen. Gets enough of a touch on that. Rudi Khairullah. And a bit of pressure from Hazit Kamarudin.
Ball being played in here from, I think it was Ozawa. Rudy totally missed punch. Or even if he did make that touch, it wasn't enough to get it out.
Good noise there from the crowd, great to hear. Sharon Sulaiman, someone they could call upon, the veteran. Maybe his kind of quality required.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that, like, he has the ability to unlock stubborn defense. He has rhythm, he has control of the tempo, which I think is sorely needed in Geylang's central area.
Yeah, I wonder why they're in such a good mood. Well, players won't care. They'll be appreciative of the noise being created, but they want to repay that with the kind of performance that would get the fans going. At the moment, it's kind of lacking. We've had about, what, 12 minutes coming up here. Have you seen a vast improvement in the second half to what we saw in the first?
I think the game started the same way it ended in the first half. There wasn't much vigor, the bit of more zest into it. It's just the same, which is why I think the fans are looking at enjoying themselves by doing other stuff rather than really watching the game.
Kim Tae-uk.
you look at like that build-up just now. There are spaces for Albirex to exploit. You see the number 6 in a fantastic position there because he was all alone and he can play the ball further forward. He didn't need to play the ball back for them to just keep on rotating it. Again, it's lacking in quality in terms of that football action, the passes, the control. It's just not making the game flow.
Well, it was a bit lucky there for Fukushiro, but Abdurrazak's on the ball here for Albirex. Certainly looked like a yank on his jersey. Was that even needed by Nazrul Nazari, who's gone into the book?
It has been a start-start game.
Yeah.
Changing possession a lot because of mistakes. It's not really because of good defending or good pressing. It's just simple mistakes here and there. And of course, niggling fouls being committed by both sides. Especially this one here from Nazrul Nazari. Tuck of the shirt.
Kim Tae-hyuk is trying something quite audacious there. I remember at this ground we had a wonderful goal not too long ago from Cho In-soo. Smacked it from distance. We're going to have a change here for Albirex. So Ishibashi is going to get taken off. It's been quite quiet today.
Yeah, come to think of it, I don't think we really mentioned his name at all.
No, we haven't. You're right.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
I don't think we've had a proper chance yet, have we, in this second half?
Again, quality of the second half is just nosedived.
So the Korean forward, Hyung-ju, will be coming on. Ishibashi. Oh, he's been out-muscled here. Cypher Daus. Taniguchi. He's done well here. He slips the ball through beautifully. Besko. Oh, he was trying to square it instead of going for goal.
I think it was offside.
Offside anyway.
Yeah. But
that's a let-off, isn't it, though? Cypher Daus, too easy.
yeah, being knocked off the ball the way that he did shouldn't really be accepted at this level as well. But if you take away that offside, Besko should have just, again, taken it on his own. Ooh, he's not. I don't think he was. I don't think he was. Yeah, but he still didn't score.
Oh, they would have had a corner.
Yeah.
So Katsuyuki Ishibashi is replaced by Yang Hyun-ju. New signing during the window. Japan. Took the North Korean nationality, played in J4 before. Yongju.
Friulano, pezzo di merda!
Must be the North Korean squads, but not yet got a cap. Yellow card here being dished out, and it looks a bit mysterious to Yoshioka as to why.
Definitely it's not because the severity of the fouls. It's just cumulative fouls, maybe by the team, also by himself. But the game needs something here. Really needs something.
Well, without sounding disrespectful to what's going on the pitch, that's probably the most entertaining thing
Yeah.
at the moment in the second half. They're clearly having a ball. Because the 22 men here on the pitch with the ball aren't necessarily doing enough with it, and that might just sum it up. One of the hottest strikers in the SPL. He has barely had a kick in this game, and that one, when he did, was wide.
Off balance, he wasn't ready for that shot, and I agree with you. It just summed the whole 60 minutes up. A lot of promise, but nothing much in the end.
4 attempts apiece. The question then, of course, would be the quality of those attempts. All it takes, though, of course, is just a little bit over and up in the... There you go, a chance! And we finally have a much-needed goal. And it's from Albirex Niigata, completely free in the box. Nozomi Ozawa breaks the deadlock here. But he just seemed to have so much time.
Well, finally, we are seeing a little bit of hope for the game as well with this goal. This is the goal that's all he needed, just to hopefully spark something else within Geylang, also within Albirex Niigata here. 3 against 4 at the back line. There's no one tracking him.
Yeah.
He pretty much ghosted in the penalty box, so close to the 6-yard line, and only had an empty net to score into, with Rudy just diving across, definitely not getting any close to the direction that the shot was coming in from. Zawa getting his second goal of the season.
I wonder if that will prompt now Noali to bring in some attacking players. You've got Emi Reka for a start, and if he needs to, Shue Yoshino, who we've been told is unwell.
I don't think he's going to feature Ushino.
Yeah.
Especially when his health is not really good. But I think the game, his team now needs a Shadan Sulaiman.
Right.
Yeah.
Open things up.
Yeah. And also Amy Reka, because I think Amy is the one who brings a bit more energy at the last line of attack. And Shadan Sulaiman is going to be the one creating from a deeper position.
Well, just as you say that, we are getting news that Emi Reka is there are going to be some changes made. I'll just confirm what they are. And this Shadan Sulaiman and this Shuhei Hoshino is going to come on now. We'll come back to that. Kase Ogawa is down, clutching his leg. I do apologize if you are hearing any obscenities in other languages.
Really scrappy between these two teams. I think the follow-through was the one who really got Rasak into the referee's books.
Susliman, by the way, got a yellow just after that goal. Vincent Bescourt is going to be replaced. Says Riku Fukushiro, which I think is interesting. It's a good ball in there from Josh Pereira. Shaki Hamza further up the pitch. Haven't really seen too much of that either.
You would have seen him. Oh, Hoshino is in.
Yep, that's right. So Shuhei Hoshino on for Vincent Bescourt. And Riku Fukushiro, who was very lively in the first half, not so much in the second, on for Shadan Sulaiman. Or off for Shadan Sulaiman, I should say. It is refreshing from a Geylang perspective that they have got the ability now to make this kind of changes before, where they were struggling with that kind of thing. Albirex have taken off Zulkainen and brought on Nicky Melvin Singh. There's Shadan, his first touch. Kim Tae-ho. Jumbo Hoshino just clashing there. Nozomi Ozawa.
Tuck off the jersey from Taeuk. Oh, I think it was Ozawa.
Shadan's ball, easy one for Koga.
You have two absolutely good goalkeepers in the air with Albirex Niigata. Koga is someone who's really comfortable up in the air and with his distribution as well. Hasan Sani quite similar.
Would you say Shuhei Hoshino won't be the number 9 in this case?
I think he would be.
Yeah.
I think Ryoya Taniguchi will be playing further back.
Oh, it's a good leap. Not sure that's the kind of save that he really wanted to make, Rudy Kairula, but they got away with that one. It's a chance there again for Shingo Nakano.
Well, he did parry one awkwardly in the first half.
Yeah.
This time around, a bit more awkward, but it gets the job done. Nakano again rising up, the highest.
There is Shadan. Now Yokoyama. Now Shadan. Here's Shake. Again, way too close to the keeper, who doesn't really get a clean take. Nicky Melvin Singh has to clear it.
It's more of a hopeful ball,
Yeah.
rather than a cross with intent.
Up to Abdul Razak, who can't keep that in.
Well, the idea was good. Saw that opportunity to go behind the substitute Kim Tae-ho, but the execution. Well, he has been scrappy.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Hoshino, he's done well here. Strong, isn't he? And that will be a corner. Oh, it's a straight header. Oh, cleared off the line. Nicky Melvin Singh saves the day. That was destined to be buried.
It was a looping delivery from Shadan Sulaiman.
Kaisi Ogawa with the header.
He got ahead of his marker. His marker was in two minds because he had, I think, two players to mark. Nicky Melvin Singh right on the line. Another corner.
Well, that was a great delivery. Well, that's the quality you get with Shadan Sulaiman. Hold on. Now, what's going on here? The referee, see, we're going to get a triple substitution shortly for Albirex, but first there is a VAR check. Okay, nothing else to look at there. Whether that actually crossed the line, no question of that. Will be a goal kick.
No question that this time around, Joshua Pereira had the last touch. You can see from his reaction that he was hoping to do much better with the header.
Need some players going to be brought in.
Sei la più bella che c'è. Siamo pazzi di te.
I think Geylang is going international.
is indeed. Living up to their name. There are the three changes to be made. So out come Abdul Razak and Hazik Kamarudin as well as Naoki Yoshioka. Kome Ida replaces Naoki Yoshioka. Hazik Kamarudin replaced by Danish Kayum. And Liska Hazik Iskandar, 18-year-old forward. Is on for Abdul Razak.
Nazrul being nudged off the ball again.
Dangerous moment.
Korean young Hyungju playing the ball across the goal. Again, it's there, but it's not there.
Yeah.
Kind of ball. You know, it's not hitting any intended target. Or is it a shot?
Shadan. Shakir's ball. Has it been kept in play? Nazrul. Josh Pereira. Trying to get some kind of breakthrough here. There's Kim Tae-ho. A lot of orange jerseys in front of them. Pereira. Oh, good ball, whipped across the face of the goal. Nazrul.
Not enough. There's no one, or not enough in the box for Geylang International. Again, it's a ball of orange, a sea of orange, just being in that particular zone, that area, just to clear the ball away.
Ten minutes or so till the end. Not really creating as many opportunities as they did earlier. Geylang International. Shadan. Now Nazrul. Shakir. He goes down. There's going to be a free kick in a very good area.
And they should have more aerial presence here. Shakir going up. Hoshino as well. With Ignatovic and also Joshua Pereira. We need a bit of quality from the delivery. It should come by, or rather, we should come from Shadan Sulaiman.
Maybe Reka's going to get a bit of a cameo here. Get a decent ball in. It comes off the post. Was that off Josh Pereira? I think it might have been. No, it was Roya Taniguchi.
I don't think he knew anything about it as well. Again, the delivery, the quality from that created all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, you're right. He didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, he couldn't really redirect it back to the goal because he just couldn't react quick enough.
Amy Reka returning to Geylang International up against his old club, Albirex. Three years of age now, Amy Reka. Gonna have to take some risks. Hassan Jailani's going to get a yellow card, I think.
Bit of a smile in the end.
He's taking it very well. Assistant coach there in the book, Ignatovic. Apparently put his hands on the fourth official. That's why he got the card. Well, it's at the wrong end of the pitch at the moment as far as Geylang are concerned. Well, get the ball up the other end. Ignatovic launches it forward. Shingon Okana trying with a few tricks there. Attempted snapshot. Here's Roya Taniguchi up against Nicky Melvin Singh. Go with the outside of his foot and Yoshino trying to make his presence felt. They get a corner here.
Good outside of the foot pass there from Taniguchi. Yoshino doing well as well. In a tough situation to get a corner kick.
Asking for the shot to be taken. That's balloons up. That shot from Yokoyama. Well, they've just got a few minutes to hold on here, Albirex. Reka patrolling that penalty area. Oh, little nutmeg there from Shaki Hamza on Nicky Melvin Singh. He's gone down here, clutching his face. Maybe looking to even things up after his last two matches against Albirex. He got the red card. Let's have a look.
A piece of bright spark. A piece of skill by Shaki Hamza, just nutmegging Kim Melvin Singh.
Great control from Ryoya Taniguchi. Standing position, makes the cross. Here's Shadan. Ignatovic still up there. Ryoya Taniguchi still going. Shot in the end is blocked. Ignatovic. Okay, apologies for the language you may be hearing. Shingo Nakano cuts inside, waiting to take the shot. Too many jerseys around him.
No support. Not arriving in time for Nakano.
Again, that's unconvincing, and that leads to the second goal. Surely that is it now. You got to look at Rudy Karula there. It's not the first time today that he's parried the ball right back down the middle.
Well, delight for Albirex. Niigata finally killing the game off at the 90th minute, securing those 3 points that they really want. They showed a bit more today than Geylang International as a whole.
Well, it's the youngster Liska Hazik Iskandar who takes the plaudits. Okay, there's 4 minutes of added time. That'll probably be get added on to, but have a look here. Nothing in that shot at all, is there? It's easy
really
to put
poor.
to the side, isn't it?
Really, really poor from Rudy. This is the 3rd time that he parried awkwardly, and this time he was punished.
Just straightforward finish, but don't take anything away from this young man. I think that's his first career goal as well. So something that he'll always remember. Look at the reaction. Great to see from his teammates. Well, there's got to be disappointment as to how this has all panned out or ended. It's another defeat, it looks like, for Geylang International. VAR apparently is still checking, though. Couldn't see anything necessarily wrong with that. Urgency being shown by Geylang. We got to go back to some of those chances they had in the first half when they couldn't finish off.
Yeah, the game would have been so different for Geylang International if those 2 big and clear-cut chances by Nazrul Nazari and Bezakor had been converted. Ooh.
Oh, it comes off the woodwork, and on the follow-up, it goes wide for Emi Reka. Shui Yoshino, always good in the air. Generous, a lot of power. In fact, he barely got off the ground there.
With pressure as well from, I think it was Komeida.
Well, had Emi Reka put that in, or had that got in even from Shui Yoshino, we would have had a grandstand finish a couple of minutes, because there will definitely be more than 4. Yokoyama. Still a chance here. Emi Reka couldn't direct it.
Frustrations all over Geylang International now.
Referee has decided not to play much beyond that 4 minutes, but it looks like it was going to be difficult anyway for Geylang to get back into this after that late goal from the youngster Liska Hazik Iskandar, following a mistake from keeper Rudy Kairula. Earlier on, they got the goal through Nozomi Ozawa with a fine finish. The goals all coming in the second half. The first saw Geylang International spurn a couple of good opportunities themselves, and they might look back at this game with some regret. It's delight for this man though, Keiji Shigetomi, as they narrow the gap between themselves and BG Tampines Rovers. Not the greatest game of football we'll ever see, but at least we had some goals in the end.
Yeah, I think this one of the few games that we have seen this season that has this level of quality, but at least we saw 2 goals coming out from this game. Nozomi scoring in the 6th, 7th minute, and Liska Hazik during the added time.
So final score here at Jurong East Stadium, it's Albirex Niigata 2, Geylang International 0. We look at the highlights then of this match. Not an awful lot, but look back at this chance here for Vincent Pesco, who kind of tumbled over himself.
Yeah. Imagine if this had been different, right? The game for Geylang would be a bit more different as well. The first touch was the one that killed him. He went back to his right foot and he had to put it back to his left side. And by that time, pressure came and the chance was gone. This time around, second one was more clear cut, a bit more open for Nazrul Nazari. Had time, had space, but Koga denied him of that goal that again would have been different for Geylang International.
That's one you would think he should be putting away. It's a decent save from Koga. Let's not take that away from him. We go into the second half. When you're looking at that as a highlight, it kind of sums it up really, this game, doesn't it?
It's 50-50. The chance was there, but it wasn't really executed well.
No.
And this was, again, the situation that happened up until the first goal came about.
Then we had the first goal, as you said. Look at their number 3, Ozawa. The amount of space he had, absolutely no one around him or tracking him. And he buries that easily.
You can see his starting position here. He was looking and waiting and holding his run. The 2 central players just didn't really bother doing anything about it as well. Shaki Hamza was in 2 minds because he had Rasak on his left side, and then he realized that Ozawa was free a little bit too late, and by the time he reacted, Ozawa had already scored.
Well, they kept going. This was a header from Shimon Nakano. Parry there. Again, one into danger from Rudy Kairula.
That's the second one that
Yes.
he parried into danger, and it was an awkward parry, awkward save, and something you don't really see from professional goalkeepers.
Up the other end, there were chances as well for Geylang International. Nowhere near as gilt-edged as what we saw in the first half, but well, actually you'd say that one off the line.
Yeah,
But
good attempt.
Well done there to Nicky Marvin Singh. this was the goal. An easy finish in the end for this young man, Miskahazik Iskandar, who will not forget it in a hurry. But it should never have happened, right?
Yeah. Again, poor defending, poor in possession as well. Geylang International. Nobody really reacting to that parry. Simply because I think they wouldn't be expecting Rudy to make those kind of save.
And we had one final bit of flourish, a flurry at the end. Chances the header from Shuei Oshino and Amy Reka following up. But again, they just didn't have their finishing boots today. Did well off a standing position almost, Shuei Oshino. But that is how it ended. These are the stats for you. And in the end, equal number of attempts, far more on target for Albirex Niigata. They had a bit more of the ball as well. So those are your scores for match week 8. All 4 matches completed. Good win there for Albirex Niigata. And this is how the standings look now. Albirex now just 1 point behind BG Tampines Rovers in 3rd place. Put some distance between themselves and Geylang International, who remain in 4th, but have played a game more as well. And reminder, these are your fixtures coming up on the weekend. From Friday till Monday, 4 games for you, 1 on each day. So plenty of entertainment to come later this week. So thanks a lot for joining us. Not the greatest, but we got some goals in the end. The fans certainly had a ball of a time. It ends Albirex Niigata 2, Geylang International 0. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you in a few days' time.